Hello my darlings, I'm TwisTay, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a movie that proves that you should never go for minors. I'm going to talk to you about My Bloody Valentine. The story is about a guy named Tom who has recently returned back to his hometown, and surprisingly, right as he returns, there is a series of murders that are happening. They are similar to a guy that murdered several people 10 years prior. And it's up to Tom, the officers, as well as his old flame, to figure out who it is before anyone else gets hurt. This movie was presented out in 3D because around that time, that's when 3D was the big thing. This is also the same year or around the same time that Piranha came out, and that was presented in 3D too. So you can kind of see the kind of stylization that was being asked for at the time. When I seen My Bloody Valentine, I thought to myself, there is no way that this film has anything to do with Valentine's Day. And then when I did more research, some of the kills were decorated to initiate the Valentines was Be Mine Forever. And as good as I thought this would have been, I was bored by it. Maybe that's just because I'm desensitized by a lot of this stuff, but to me it just was very dull. I'm 100% that the majority of you guys will probably say you should watch the original one, that way you can have the feel for it, or that back when the original came out, that this had not been done in the past. So I can agree with you guys on that, but in the year that it came out, this was just a slasher fic what had to do with a mine and a miner killing people. It did have some good qualities to it. It did have that guy from Supernatural, which is always a fine addition. Alright my loves, let's get down to business of what it has and what it has not, and I will let you know if My Bloody Valentine is worth watching or if you should just never ever date for the rest of your life. There are 4 cliches. One of the cliches is that if you have sex, you will die. Also, if you have sex with somebody that is not yours, you will die a bloody death. So stick with your partners, otherwise you'll have something stick to you, if you get what I'm saying. Total amount of eerie moments. There are 5 eerie moments, and one of the eerie moments has to do in the way beginning when the original Valentine's killer was introduced and he woke up from a coma at the hospital. In the aftermath of the hospital and going into the mines. That was all perfectly set up. You saw how disastrous and how horrifying it was, and it just made you feel incredibly uneasy. So you already kind of knew how messed up this guy was, but it went to full extent, and I appreciate that. There are 3 suspenseful moments, and one of the suspenseful moments is in the supermarket scene. Jamie King's character, along with her fellow supermarket employee, they are cleaning up the market late at night, and it's all quiet, and they hear the front door open, and you know that it's the killer, and you just walk aisle down aisle to see if you can see the killer, and then it just all happens. It's such a good build-up. The atmosphere is amazing, and it just builds up to it. I just freaking love it so much. Total amount of jump scares. There are 2 jump scares, but these were both incredibly boring, and they both had to do with a killer. One of them has to do with a killer. He suddenly approaches his next victim, and it's a loud boom. And the other one happens to be when it's completely quiet, and the retired sheriff goes to retire back to his living room, and suddenly you see the miner. You see him come up and run and kill him with his pickaxe. I just kind of wish that there would have been more of a suspenseful music to it instead of a loud boom. But that's just me. I don't like loud booming noises because it makes it so freaking obvious. Okay, I get it. He's the killer. We need to hate him. Just stop it. So unfortunately, my darlings, I'm gonna have to give this film 2 out of 5 stars. This storyline is very overdone. It's very cliche. The kills, some are actually quite inventive, but they don't stick to my brain. And all in all, I just won't remember this. It's not a memorable film. Maybe the original is more memorable and that was why it was remade. but this Bloody Valentine is not going to do it for me. So have any of you guys seen my Bloody Valentine? What did you think about it? What is your favorite horror romantic movie? It can be the cheesiest of cheese, or it can be seriously lovely. Please write your comments down below and we will have a discussion about that. Do you have a horror movie you would like for me to review, old or new, or even a foreign movie? Please write them down below and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. If you liked what you've seen, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. So, until next time, my loves.